Hello, my name is Nicole, and thank you so much for taking this time out to listen. Today, I titled this message, Go the Distance, Go the Distance. Some of you all are in the kind of partnerships, relationships, associations, and so forth that they have their quirks. You know, sometimes people have their good days, bad days, but overall, they are decent. They are good. They are helpful. They are motivating. Okay. And you know that God definitely has something to do with your connections. So why would one want to reconsider being in a setting that he or she once went around and said, well, God is in this? I will tell you, challenges, personal challenges, difficulties, something negative being said, a change in title, a new person showing up and exposing some faults. Now suddenly, I'm not interested in going the distance. I'm not interested in being a part of the relationship, a part of the club, a part of the family. I'm not interested because it's just too much. Wait a minute. There's something wrong here, right? There really is something wrong, because if the pros are outweighing the cons, then you have to know that the problem is within. It's not so much those that are outside that are just raising all sorts of hell, but it is the problem within that hurts some people, because he or she could not accept the fact that they did something that was incorrect, and they don't like being called out on it. They don't like that they are ignorant to many things. They don't like the fact that someone is more educated than they are. They don't want to be a part of this program and that program because, well, there are some changes and I don't like change. So we are supposed to do what? Throw everything out, right? Once again, weigh the pros and cons. If the pros are outweighing, then why even throw the baby and the bathwater out? Why do that? Why go around and badmouth everybody because you don't like one person? Why talk about the marriage is no good, it was never meant to be, when you know that you have your own issues, the types of issues that might need a doctor's input or a counselor or psychologist? Okay? We do this sort of thing. And when we do this sort of thing, God will bring our attention and say, it is not time. It is not time for you to sever ties. It is not time for you to cut off someone. It is not time for you to do away with things that when you look around, they're okay. They're all right. You have been watching too many YouTube videos. You've been, visiting with too many people who are negative, who are not righteous. You have been listening to all sorts of secular entertainment. And so now you're fault finding and you're looking for things that aren't even there. But some people don't want to admit that they're wrong. They're going to go all the way with the lie, all the way with the self-deceit. They're going to go all the way with whatever little is now big. And so this is why you get the individuals who end up divorcing, but yet they still want their ex back because it really wasn't as bad. But now that they're with someone else, they see just how bad it is. Okay. Or you get the individuals who prematurely left a job only to find another job that causes all sorts of problems for them. But I really liked my last job. Well, why did you leave? I don't know. You were with that company for 10, 15, 20 plus years. Why did you leave? Well, I just got bored. I got tired. Oh, so that's a reason to quit a job when you got all sorts of benefits ahead? Okay. Somebody out there is on the fence about some things, and I hope that this message is going to keep you where you're supposed to be, and that you don't run out here trying to do things because you heard a whole lot of messages telling you that you're supposed to be free. Well, sometimes freedom is in staying. And I will tell you that that's what I admire about some folks, is the fact that they know where they are in life and they enjoy being there. And sure, there are some issues, but they're not ready to run every time something shows up and shows out. They're not ready to talk about being with another woman or another man because they had a bad argument the other day with someone. They're not sitting up there playing all sorts of breakup music, trying to send some type of, messages out into the atmosphere that they are ready to throw the towel in. No, these are people who know how to work, who know how to love, who know how to fight the good fight, you see. But we got some folks that they're ready to throw the towel in on every little itty bitty thing. They're ready to just jump whenever somebody says how high. They're ready to just put some paperwork in because they don't want to work. They don't want to work on anything. And so these people learn the hard way later on. They learn that they're going to have to work harder than they have ever worked before. You get out of this situation right here that's not so bad, but you're trying to make it really bad when you're talking to your family and friends about it. Okay, guess what? On the other side, did you even research the other side? Did you even find out what it's like over there before you start talking about running over there? Did you read the reviews? Come on. Well, I don't like the fact that they don't do this and that. And I don't like living this way. And I don't like worrying about this. And, these people need to tell me something. And, I'm used to an atmosphere where it's this way and that way. Well, let's just put off all of what we're used to, what we like, what we know, who we're used to confiding in. And, oh, dare we have any new people in our little circle. Let's just put off all of that. And look at the fact that God is doing something right now. And either you're going to stick it out and see what is ahead, or you're going to leave prematurely and not learn the lesson, and then have to learn it all over again, going through some other issues with some new folks somewhere else. Be grateful for where you are. I'm hearing that in the spirit. Some of you all, you're not grateful. You don't even like saying thank you to people. You don't even like expressing your appreciation, your love, nothing. You're very ungrateful. You're very spoiled, and you're very bitter. These are the things that your buddies don't want to tell you, or some of them do tell you, but you don't want to receive it from them because, well, you got your issues. Yeah, but the truth is that right now we're not talking about me. We're talking about you, you see. We cannot keep running from here and there and everywhere. There comes a point where we have to stand down for a while. It might be for a month. It might be for a year. It might be, I don't know. But you will know when it is time to make a move, when it is time to do something different, when it is time to get the new job, when it is time to go where you need to go. When God is ready. I had to sit for a long time in my personal life before I could make some moves on some things. I kept going to the Lord, asking him, when are you going to give me this job? When are you going to allow me to be free? When are you going to do this, that, and the other, right? And then the Lord said to me, he said to pay attention to these signs. And he gave me some signs. And when those signs showed up, I was very grateful, because I knew that he was about to make a move. But all before, when I was trying to do some things in my own strength, what happened was that I would find out that those were premature moves, putting a resume, with a company that God didn't even approve. Going on an interview that God said, you're not going to get it, before I even got there. Picking up the phone, calling some people who the Lord said, I didn't tell you to pick up the phone and call anyone. Sitting amongst some people who God did not approve. All because the grass appeared to look like it was greener on the other side. All because I wanted to get up out of a situation because I didn't like certain things that were being said, certain things that were being done. And the Lord said, but you just don't know ahead. I'm going to bless you. I'm going to do some great things, but I need for you to stand down for a while. I need for you to stand still. No, we are not jumping on no plane. No, we are not getting on the bus. We're not getting on the train. We are not packing up some stuff and moving right now. I'm getting some things strategically aligned for you. But I'm supposed to do something. The Lord said, yeah, you can keep on. You can keep on doing something. You can keep on practicing for what's ahead. But I'm just telling you that the results that you're seeking, it is not time yet. So keep on sending resumes, but you're not going to get those jobs. And you can keep on, tweaking this and changing that. But I am not in that right now. And you can keep on picking up the phone, calling some folks, but see, you're going to continue to be stressed out because they're not going to give you what you are seeking. They're not going to give you the listening ear. They're not going to put a check in the mail. They're not going to come out and see you. They're not going to do anything for you, but you can go ahead. See, that's what I love about the Lord, because see, he's going to allow you to go ahead on and do what you think you can do in your own strength, but you're going to keep on getting disappointed. You're going to keep on getting disappointed. I had to get to a place where I sat down and I shut my mouth and I listened to what the Lord had to say, even when he wasn't speaking. Come on. Did you catch that? You have to sometimes listen to the Lord, even when he is not speaking. You just sit down, you shut off everything and you sit. No, you're not going to cook. No, you're not going to clean. No, you're not going to go and do some errands. No, you're not going to go and put out any resumes, or you're not going to go visit this person, or you're not going to pick up the phone, or you're not going to start preparing plan for your next venture or whatever. No, you're going to sit there. You're going to sit there and you're going to sit there because you already see that nothing is working. You already see it. How much more do you need to do to see that right now in this moment, God is telling you that you don't have the favor yet, that I am not ushering you in that direction yet. I need for you to sit down and have a heart to heart with me. And you know why some people don't want to have that heart to heart? Because they know that God is going to tell them the truth about their ugly selves. I've said this in many audio. And that's what we don't like. We don't want to hear that we are argumentative. We don't want to hear that at times we're controlling. We don't want to hear that at times we don't listen and obey. We don't want to hear that we're not following scripture like we're supposed to. Bring the Bible. Bring the Bible while you're sitting there and go into the book of Proverbs, and you'll see where you are messing up in some areas. Go over to Galatians chapter 5. Go over and read in the early parts of the book of Genesis and see where your life is looking very much like Adam and Eve. Come on. Read the scriptures and you'll see how the media has been, desensitizing you to righteousness and truth and walking with the Lord. Secular entertainment is going to do nothing more than send many people to hell. And that's a fact. You're going to have hell on this earth for allowing all of that negativity to permeate your ear gate. And you're going to have a hell on the other side that you're going to experience, because some folks are like this. They just don't want to see truth. They don't want to experience truth. They want to do things in their own strength all the time. They believe that they are their own gods. So this little pep talk, I hope that it helps some of you all. Not to make some rash decisions, not to keep going down a pathway that you know that you have no business going down. Okay? Cheaters, you need to stop cheating. Whether you're cheating, okay, by taking company funds, cheating by lying, okay, about your whereabouts so that you can go and have your way with somebody. God sees. Cheating on tests. Well, I just want this to happen. I just want that to happen. I'm trying to speed some things up. And you're still not going to get out that marriage as fast as you want. And you're still not going to pass all of the tests like you think in the future. I'll study later. Cheat now, study later. Well, I'm going to move. Okay, you're going to move and then you still don't have enough money. And you still don't have everything taken care of. I'm going to put a dating profile up, but you don't even have your life together yet. And when you introduce these people to your life, what are they going to see? A broke, busted, disgusted person who's still talking about their ex? Jumping the gun. God said, even if I did tell you, come on, even if I did tell you that I got something for you, I didn't tell you to leave right now. When you know that the pros are outweighing the cons. I have a system. I suggest you follow it. God is real, saints. I cannot stress this enough. God is real. He doesn't have to reveal himself like a human being to be real. So pay attention to what's happening in your life right now. Spend the needed time with the Lord. And don't worry so much about jumping ship and everything else until you know that you got everything taken care of, and that those cons are more than the pros. Okay? I thank you so much for taking the time out to listen. To God be the glory.